Hello guys, I'm back.
Hey bitch.
It's been quite a minute since I've been on here. So this video is primarily about people who are struggling with vaping, wanting to live a healthier lifestyle.
Bitch.
Because it's 2026, why not we talk about our health more, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whether it's mentally, whether it's environmentally. We're all about health and wellness this year.
Clock it.
I know my last video, I had a bad day that day, but besides the point, welcome back to my channel. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe or comment or like. That's up to you. I'm not begging y'all to like my stuff. I mean, if you feel like it resonates with you, then I'm glad. If not, I'm also glad. Yeah. You click on this video, you gave me some type of engagement.
And
This is gonna be, primarily this video is gonna be about me quitting vaping, as well as ways that I have tried to stop the vaping. Now I'm also gonna give, like, of course, unsolicited advice about other ways to do it if you don't want to do it my way, but primarily my way helps me, and the way it may help you might be something totally different.
whatever that means. It's getting weird.
I'm gonna start with an open question, right? So what causes us to pick up a vape? What and why is the reason for vaping? Is it to be cool? Is it to be accepted? Is it to be calmer, control anxiety, control any triggers that may bother you? The reason is why. And if I'm looking down, it's because I got notes that I wrote in fucking chicken scratch, because your girl just, she don't know how to write properly. Kind of fucking clueless of what I'm saying is because I can't fucking read what I just wrote. Chicken fucking scratch. You can't read that, I can't fucking read that sometimes. So vaping is really an inhalation of aerosolized liquid, which is also known as e-liquid. It is produced by a battery powered device commonly known as e-cigarettes, vapes, pens, dab pens, or mods, like the disposable mods that you use. Device heat liquid is usually containing nicotine for the most part. I know there are some that don't contain it, but it's still a fucking battery you're smoking off of. Doesn't matter if it's nicotine or not. It's still, you know, contain nicotine, of course, flavoring, chemicals, and it's also an aerosol rather than a burning tobacco, which is inhaled like a cigarette. You light it up, or a blunt, you light it up, that kind of thing. So the key components of the battery, the lithium ion battery that's within all of our vaping products, doesn't matter if it's THC or not, this is always in it. The lithium ion, that's when people say you're smoking battery, that's what you're doing. You're smoking lithium battery. Lithium is also a medication that people do take to deal with bipolar, schizophrenic sometimes, every so often, BPD, all those kind of illnesses. So the heating element that is in the component as well with the battery is an atomizer and a coil. So if you have not necessarily always a mod or a pen, but that does have it, it's just a bit smaller, the so-called heating element, the atomizer coil, could be used in even like vapes that you might buy that you have to put juice in. That also has coils. You can see it. You have to change the coils when it gets dirty, when it gets rotten. The battery heats up usually by a metal coil. It reaches a very high temperature, is within seconds of inhaling. So if you inhale it from the mouthpiece, it heats up and it brings out that vapor that you see like you're smoking a cigarette, right? They also have tank cartilage. It may not be always seen in mods, pens, all that kind of stuff, but usually in an actual vape that you might buy of your own, it contains that tank cartilage that contains the e-liquid that is drawn from the heating element, which is a wick. The aerosol production is the e-liquid that when it hits the hot coil, that it turns into a vapor necessarily, and it is inhaled through the mouthpiece, like I just said like 2 fucking seconds ago. So the e-liquid that is within the tank cartilage is typically consists of nicotine, propylene,
heterosexually
glycerol, and the flavoring through many substances that can be taken are not added. Sometimes it's like just regular tobacco. Sometimes it's like a flavoring like fruit, peach, whatever the fuck you be puffing on.
Bitch!
Me personally, I was using like the flavorings nicotine rather than just the straight up nicotine like ice or something like that. Nicotine is really a highly addictive. Even people in NA, they say they're sober and their ass is over here puffing 3-4 cigarettes before they go up to the meeting.
Clock it!
It is highly addictive. Maybe not a that gets you, but you do tend to get that nicotine when you do inhale more than usual. I tend to get it when I was vaping. I get nicotine highs where you get that kind of cloudy kind of effect where you feel like you're about to throw up or something like that. Yeah, that's nicotine high. It could cause the release of adrenaline. It can increase heart rate and high blood pressure. Yes, it does. Heart rate, high blood pressure, okay? You think that you're puffing on that shit to calm down, you're really just raising it up a little more. You're raising the fucking bar up.
Let's go.
The superstitions that a lot of people who vape, because when they see an older 50-year-old man cranking up, or a 40-year-old woman that's smoking a whole cartridge of her fucking cigarette pack she just bought last week and is smoking it up and it's her last cigarette. Y'all motherfuckers are still doing the same thing, but just not exactly the tobacco. So the aerosol consists of particles and it is not harmless vapors.
It's not harmless. I don't know where the fuck you get that from. What the fuck?
Anyways, the risks, while it is a quote-unquote safer alternative to cigarettes, cigars, whatever you be smoking on, it isn't safe. Oh, fuck me running. It's not a safe alternative. It's posed of addiction with lung damage and other health issues. Lung inflammation, which could be scarring, narrowing of tubes within your lung system. If y'all ever seen the respiratory thing in science class, which I know half of you motherfuckers don't remember because y'all been cranking up them vapes and them blunts. A little too much that y'all got some fucking amnesia.
Amnesia. Did you forget that I don't need you? Amnesia.
So the little veins that are within arteries of your lungs that are when you look at the diaphragm, I don't know, I'll put it up, I don't fucking know. But these little veins that are connected throughout the channels of your lungs, they could be narrow. Because just like a cigarette, a vape can narrow it just as much, maybe even worse. Not just the natural nicotine now from tobacco. Now you're using battery and that makes it even more smaller than smoking cigarettes. So while y'all cranking up and making jokes about, oh, look at that old motherfucker with that nasty cigarette breath, bitch, you barely can fucking breathe because you all fucking day when you have to run a mile to go catch the school bus. Okay then, not too much on them old motherfuckers. Anyway, so it can cause scarring in your lungs, in and out when you breathe air. Asthma can worsen. If you do have asthma already, you're really gonna be puffing like you have 600 pounds on you. And you 95 pounds or more, that's a little less than 200. You gonna be breathing like you is a fat motherfucker after you ate a whole damn sub sandwich that was longer than yours or your man's dick, okay?
Oh hell no, you one of them, bitch. You know what I mean? You one of them, bitch ass nigga.
You gonna be like, oh my fucking god, that was good, but damn. Yeah, that kind of asthma that could occur, and it could worsen if you do have asthma. So, organ damage.
And
me and my organ donor. I'm definitely gonna donate my organs and fuck somebody else's body system up. No. Blood pressure can risen because of that organ damage, and it can narrow arteries within your heart. And you want to donate organs. Bitch, if I needed organs from you, it would not be from you if you was puffing on them damn vapes. Leave them alone if you're going to be an organ donor. And they'll be donating them dirty, dried up, grape raisin dried up organs. I'm not having it. No ma'am. No ma'am. No green eggs in hell. There's also another thing that people have not noticed. EVALI, which is e-cigarette, vaping, product use, lung injury. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Call my bluff? I don't know. Anyways, it is a serious lung condition that vaping causes symptoms like coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, and can be fatal. Let me tell you about EVALI. So there was an outbreak back in 2019, early 2010, thousands of people in the hospital. A lot of them that were in the hospital were younger than 35. 68 of them have died. 2019, early 2020, those thousands of people, 68 of them motherfuckers died, and it might be the people y'all might have went to school with back in COVID. Yeah. Yeah. Even with the THC containing vapes, it is informed that can cause that death too, whether you got it from family, whether you got it from friends, online, wherever, right? The EVALI symptoms are cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, fever, vomiting, shitty booty. Stomach pain and fast heartbeat. So that's what EVALI is, if you must fucking know. Also, what could happen is addiction. Cigarettes, smoking can be even higher amounts. So when you're addicted to the vaping and your vape dies, and you be like, ah, shit, I ain't got nothing but these pack of cigars, this Black and Mild, or this fucking pack of Marlboros, something, or the you know, the they be smoking them clippers. Oh, I got a pack of clippers. You can worsen that, and that can really cause harmful chemicals in your body intake because you're so addicted and so used to the habit of doing that you want to go. Yeah, you got that right. Explosions. Though people rarely talk about it, if you charge that motherfucker up at least 3 more days than you should, you're gonna be wondering why you smelling shit burning and you thinking you left some on the stove, but it's really your vape. Because of those explosions, you can cause burning and injuries. Whatever, have a big dead explosion is, baby. If it's a fucking nuke in that motherfucking room because you charged that motherfucker up, baby, don't expect the cops to come and be like, what the fuck happened? Also, another thing that people don't want to talk about because they think because you cranking up that E-vape that you ain't gonna get no cancer. Y'all make fun of them motherfuckers with that
Smoker, I have a tip for you. Make a video of yourself.
You know what? You gonna be like that if you don't stop, okay? Because some of the ingredients can cause certain types of cancers, right? It's just like cranking up a and it's just like cranking up a cigarette. You gon' get cancer.
Before all this happens, read a children's storybook or sing a lullaby.
With that being said, the side effects of vaping is what I said was EVALI. And it also can cause eye irritation, headaches, dryness of your throat. So that means like when you feel like you smoke cigarettes or even the vape, you be like, oh man, let me give me a glass of water, a glass of Gatorade, because some of y'all motherfuckers don't like water. Y'all go get Gatorade, y'all go get that Canna Dry, y'all go get that motherfucking, y'all get anything to kind of put that flavor and that moisture in that throat, because you cranking up that e-cigarette or that e-vape all day long. When you should be like, hey, hold on. God gave me air, so let me breathe that. I feel good now. Okay. And then it can cause nausea, which is also what I said about the whole when you get nicotine that causes nausea, right? And oh, I hate to fuck up your day, but COPD is something that you can definitely get not just from cigarettes. Whatever y'all into, you can get that from a vape too. So ways to quit. This is a medical advice. I'm gonna talk about this first before I even get into how I did it, because some of this stuff I didn't follow with the medical advice because I was like, who the fuck got time for that shit? Bitch. So first, what you should do, talk to a primary care provider, PCP, because they can give you resources that can help you benefit your quit plan. They can hold you accountable. They can be a great advisor for medication. It uses nicotine withdrawal cravings. So they can advise you with medications. I'm not sure exactly what medication. I know for one, they have the nicotine patch that could help. They have certain lounges that they might prescribe you. There's a lot of things in those factors that could help you kind of reduce the amount of smoking or, you know, vaping. The next part, obviously, is the quit plan. You have to set your goals. If you want to stop, you have to set intentionality. You can't just say, I want to quit, and that's all. It's not gonna make you quit, because if your eyes can't see that you charging that vape every time it's on E, or you going out getting a pack of cigarettes just to hold yourself before you get another one, baby, what the fuck are you talking about? You want to quit? You still smoking? The hell are you talking about? Wasting air when you could be just smoking your vape and using that air up until you die, I guess, you know, because we all gonna die at some point. So you also have to understand, assess the cost. Like, how much do you pay for this vape or this juice, or how many codes you got to get to change it out, you know, or whatever you have to do. You have to understand these things, because this is the thing, this problem with America. We live without our means, and we start doing extra shit that we know we not supposed to be doing with that extra shit, and then the extra shit gets too extra to the point where the lights are off.
My God, the cable turned off. You should have sucked the nigga dick for free. Should have sucked the nigga dick for free. Oh my God, the lights off.
Live within your means. All seriousness, live within your means. Okay, so boom. So after that, you quit date. So when you are trying to set intentionality, right? This is the day you start. You don't start next week. You don't start next year. You don't start when you feel like you about to fucking have a problem with your breathing. You start the fuck now, okay?
Period. 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 Period.
You have to worry about your triggers. What triggers you to get up and do these things to handle whatever problems you have? Why do I vape? Why do I smoke? Why do I have these feelings when I vape or smoke? Why do I feel comfortable doing this? Why is this a comfort for me? So now that you know why you do this, this, and this, X, Y, Z, you gonna figure out how to stop X, Y, and Z, and then what better ways to manage X, Y, and Z the next time when you wanna vape, smoke, whatever, whatever. Also, when y'all ready to do this, right? Y'all so ready, y'all like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Listen. Versus how many times you have been doing this same practice, same habit, same everything, right? Do you know you gonna have them moments where you're like, damn. You gonna have the moments. So you gotta prepare yourself for the realistic logistics of what you gonna be going through while you trying to quit this habit, right? So that kind of means you gotta be like, I might want a cigarette one day, or I might want an e-vape one day, or I want to get a new vape, a new cold, a new juice, whatever. And I might want to be thinking about when I see other people doing it, how I'm gonna feel when they're doing it in front of me. That means that you have to prepare yourself for the moments when you have that, so you can be all pumped up.
Let's go.
But wait, pause, skirt, put it in park. You have the moments when you want to do that with them, or when you want to do it for yourself, or whenever you in that mode. So be prepared, baby. Honey, be prepared. So then the last step, of course, is support and taking steps, right? So once you got this plan set up, you know what's going on, you know what you're about to get into. Next thing you need to do is get your support. Who will support you through this process? Whether it be friends, family, experts that you know that can guide you through these things to help you manage and keep you accountable. If you want other ways to stop X, Y, and Z, you need distractions like either taking walks, healthy snacks. Remove yourself from them kind of environments. If you live in that environment, baby, you have to start taking a lot of self dates or friend dates or whatever around people that ain't gonna crank up e-vapes and stuff. Because if you're gonna be in that environment, that's gonna cause you to even indulge and want more of what they doing, because they doing it and you normalized it and they normalized it and you're like, oh well, why the fuck can I not have one if I'm making a goal not to? Then what you can do is prioritize in things like lounges, gums, types of hatches that you can buy, whether it's at your local corner store or at your local Walgreens or something, you know, because Walgreens everywhere in US. I don't know if you're not in the US, then I don't know where y'all go to try to figure that out, man. You gotta figure it out.
Whatever that means. It's getting weird.
To help reduce nicotine cravings, another thing you can do is reach out for help. If you have an expert that's a therapist that's helping you through that, you go talk to them like, hey, I'm having a craving today. And you talk about it, because this is how you get down to the motherfucking bottom of what is the problem of why you keep cranking it up. Every time when you have this emotion, the situation, or familiarity of something that causes you to go do these things. Okay, so boom. That is a medical advice. Personally, I don't follow all of them. I mean, personally, I feel like if I'm gonna quit, that's like a me thing, not a you thing, not a we thing, not a universal thing. It's a me thing, right? Wait, I quit it. The first thing that I do is I just take things slow. I pace myself. You cannot cold turkey it. I've already tried to cold turkey it, and bitch, I come right back to that motherfucker. Track star. But I'm not running. I'm running to it. What I personally do is I don't buy any cigarettes of my own. I have a lighter, of course, yeah. Don't get me wrong, because I have other things I might like if the incense or candles that I want to smell like my room good or whatever type shit. I don't buy anything. And this is where it gets a little like, how the fuck do you do that, right? I live with other people in the house that I'm in, and they smoke cigarettes, they get broke as fuck off of them motherfuckers 305s, whatever the fuck they be buying. I have to ask. I'd be like, hey, can I have one? Can I have one? Not two, not three, can I have one? And I just smoke it, and that cures my craving for that day or that moment or whatever. Or, you know, I hate to tell y'all to do this, but this is what a lot of bums do. It really works with my situation personally. I know about y'all. This is funny, okay? Don't fucking judge me. Listen, don't judge. Me personally, I'll like see if there's butts, whether it's like been untouched or not. And what I would do is I'll take my lighter, the mouth part, and I'll like light it just a little bit, just so it won't like that bad, or I just take scissors and cut the part where I know the lips landed on. Yeah, so that's what I do. I do one or two, most of the time 3, not gonna lie. I just make the intentionality of not going to the store and buying any. I don't buy nothing, just fucking freeload the fuck out, okay? Next thing that keeps me in check from my accountability is I'm a religious person. I believe in God. My faith is in God. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, my faith is in the Lord. And one Bible verse that I think really sits with this whole scenario, I don't know how to say this name. I think it's Titus. I don't know. But it's chapter 2, verses 11 to 12, and it says to live self-control, upright, and godly lives, meaning that God demands us to live a sober lifestyle, and that means that we should not be smoking, not doing none of that shit. We are completely sober. The only thing that he'll be okay with is if we drink wine, but don't become a wine bibber, meaning that we don't get drunk off wine. We might get a little tipsy, okay? But when you get a little tipsy, You put that motherfucker down. You don't keep taking it to the head. No, it's not just good in this bitch. Put that motherfucker down before you do something stupid. So that's what helps me. Another thing that helps me is distractions. I might necessarily not always walk because, you know, these days it's kind of chilly. Why the fuck would you walk out there unless you really need that walk? I just kind of like get into like my hobbies, whether it's like drawing, whether it's content creating, whether it's watching commentary videos about fucked up people that don't need to be on the internet, just playing a little game on my phone or something. But you can find hobbies to distract yourself and all that. Another thing that I would do is I talk to people. It don't necessarily need to be about like what you're going through. It could possibly be about something else. Like call somebody, be like, hey, yo, what's up, how you doing today? Kind of get your mind off of the feeling of I gotta crank that up. Another way is sometimes I may have to pray. That way goes with my original part, but that's not exactly all the way through what I said about that first part. Sometimes you gotta pray. You gotta say, God, take this away from me, take this craving away from me, and it will come away from you if you are believing. Now if you're not, another thing is what I do. I usually busy myself. If I got something to do that's important or what I want to do, I go do it. Whether it's, you know, doing my nails, whether it's going out to eat, whether it's handling business and all that, and it kind of keeps your mind busy. Sometimes I might even write down things too. That's another thing. You can write stuff down, journal. That's also beneficial if you don't have the money or means to go to therapy, or you don't want to talk to nobody about your feelings. Just write about it. Draw a picture about it. Whole 9 yards, baby. Whole 9 yards. With that being said, we are healthy in 2026. We are not cranking up vapes. We are not smoking the ciggies. We are not puffing on the black of miles and taking a fucking mile of our lungs. We are healthy here. I feel like for me, if you agree, you agree, and we're on the same page. But if you're not, you know, I guess you're bored and you just kind of thinking about it.
Hell no, you want it.
I'll let you think about it thoughtfully. Besides the point, 2026 is about being real. It's about being authentic. It's also about being healthy and truthful with your healthiness. Not trying to go online and say, oh yeah, I did this, and then we don't see nothing different. And you do the same shit and you'll think bitches know about that. Oh bitch, we know about that. We definitely investigate you hoes. Thank you for watching my video. Comment down below any promises you want to make this year. How other ways you want to be healthy, or what are some other ways? Enlighten the fuck out of me and tell me what are ways that you think could possibly help with vaping, or any other information you may have about it. And let's converse. It's all about, you know, yes, being healthy, but also what you think being healthy is about. Like I said, as I always say, I don't fucking edit shit unless I feel like it. And you bitches have a great fucking day.